Mississippi and New Orleans. Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy, and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy, and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Bag of bulk me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast. Cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard, my team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, now get it. Big Snoop Dogg, it's in the game.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Oakland Raiders taking on the NFC champions, the Washington Redskins. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis, beyond thrilled to be bringing you the Super Bowl, all the pomp, all the circumstance, all the pageantry. It doesn't get any better than this, Parker.
I'm loving sharing this booth with you, sharing this moment, this type of a game. For all the teachers who said we'd never make it, we're here.
And we talk these last couple weeks about the buildup, the anticipation. I think these guys are just ready to get out there and get this thing started.
And I know that both coaching staffs have spent considerable time trying to figure out how to best bring their team up to a peak without taking them over the edge and causing a lot of issues early in the game.
And you don't think much of a pregame speech is needed for this one?
I think the pregame speeches were the shortest all year. If they didn't just say, let's go get them, guys, they probably talked too much.
Set, 8, read. Hey, watch the slant. Check. Lucky. Hey, Haywood. Check.
Now the first carry for Bryce Love. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Go.
On second down, it's Love, and he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Go.
On second down now, it's Love, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line.
Check nickel. Check out. Yep. 25. Check. You're out. 25. Watch safety. Let's go.
They'll run again with Love on first down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
They'll run on first down. Logan. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
90 Wolf. Protein spill. Now. Shoot.
Now a give running right is Love. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays.
You draw corporate. Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. Look at me, zipper.
Now Hill. That'll be taken in by Demir Bird. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
That's what I'm talking about. Let's get it, boy.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it, and now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield. They'll start here with Jackson. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. On the carry, it's Jackson. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's Jackson. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
60 Pittsburgh.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
General West.
2nd and 14. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. First and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big.
Recon, 132 fighter. Wide, get wide. Switch. 3, 218, chopper. Check Mike 11, check Mike 11. He's tired of me. He's tired of us. Snap.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On 1st down, it's Logan. It was Isaiah Johnson there to make the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch the screen. Pilot, 64, weak. Check 99.
On 2nd down, Love. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. Now, you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Logan. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Love. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They'll run on 1st down. Logan. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Two minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl.
Okay, baby, I'm seeing you.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 2nd down now, it's Logan. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction.
Let's get off the field. Whip. Watch the whip.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
You draw quarter. 15 line. 15 line. Go.
On third down, here's Love. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up fourth.
Alert 3. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Check 24. Check. General West. Check. Slam.
So that'll back him up 5. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And it's 3-0 as the Redskins strike first. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be.
Tries to hit Jennings, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Jennings was the one he was looking for.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
This is Love, and he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. On second down, it's Love, and he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On first down, here's Love. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, stand up. Go.
They'll run with Love. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game. Yet, they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Now they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. On third down, this is Jackson. He's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Here's Jacobs on first and 10. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A loss of 2 there. Second down. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up second and 12.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Here we go on second and 12. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays. He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, fourth down. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On first down, Logan. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10.
Two-jet bomber. Two-jet bomber. He's
They run with Logan. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. One quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Love. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Look at me, zipper.
On the carry, it's Love. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Shift. Hey, Jet. Hey, turn it up. Now.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
But when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a play was not a surprise to him. He expected trickery in this game, yet somehow his defense, they still took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap.
They'll run on first down. Love. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Recon, 152 fighters. Hey.
Here's Love again. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Rock it.
Throwing on 3rd down, Hill. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Lucky. Check three.
On the carry, it's Logan. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they look for that final touchdown to salt this one away. Staying on the ground, it's Love. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will make our score 9-0. Same story continues. He's the only one that scored for them, their kicker, with all the points.
So now when we hear the chants of MVP, they're definitely aimed at him because he has been the only guy who's put points on the board in this game.
Kickers are always either the hero or the GOAT. So far, he's definitely the hero. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. They're going to look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Russell. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal.
Switch. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. That's caught by Jackson. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. 2nd and 3. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Extra point attempt here still to come. And they're back within a couple at 9-7 now. So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. Oh, it's loose, and the Raiders have it. A field goal will do it for them. They got the onside kick that they needed here. We'll see if they can do the rest.
Some teams are just not comfortable waiting to see what happens. Some teams like to force the action. That's exactly what we saw with this onside kick.
Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect.
Hey, let's get that ball, Let's get that ball right here. Go. Fight.
On the run, this is Jackson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
On 2nd down, this is Jackson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the 4th quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they'd missed that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Here we go. 25.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Love. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And the Oakland Raiders are on top of the football world. They will hoist the Lombardi Trophy as the Super Bowl champions. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.
Yeah. One up and up, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic.